Now come here. Says about static variable, few points. Note about static variable, few points. Note one. Note one. Right. Note one. For static variable, note one. For static variable, memory will be allocated. For static variable, memory will be allocated at compile time itself. Memory will be allocated at compile time itself. Yeah. Now some people are asking, listen, some people are asking one interesting answer. Everyone listen, this is the very interesting. This is the very tricky. Sir, how can you say, some people are asking, and yesterday also one person asked me, sir, Reddy sir, how can you say memory allocated a compile time itself? I don't agree with this. Some people are asking, sir, memory allocated a compile time itself. I didn't agree with this. Runtime memory allocated, okay. Compile time itself memory allocated, how, sir? How, sir? I will say to you, right? I will say, listen, you may be studying BTech every semester having some fees. Am I right or wrong? You are studying BTech. For every semester, some college fees you have to pay. Yes or no? You are studying BTech. For every semester, you have to pay college fees. Will you agree or not? Make it fast. You are studying BTech. For every semester, you have to pay the fee. Right or wrong? You have to pay fee. Yeah. Now see the story. You have to pay the fee. For every semester you have to pay the fee. What some people will do is, whenever semester going on, they will pay. But some people will pay amount little early or not. Some people will pay fee little early or not. Whenever semester going on, some people will pay. Whenever before semester, little bit early, some people will pay. Am I right or wrong? Before semester, some people will pay. Semester going on, some people will pay. Before semester, some people will pay. Am I right or not? So that is called before semester. Before semester, right? In the similar way, before running also you can create memory. Before running also you can create memory. Everywhere these kind of offers will be there. If you pay before only, you have to pay, right? If you pay before only, you have to pay 25,000. If you pay after, you have to pay 30. Am I right or not? Same story. Same story, right? If you pay before, you have to pay only 25. If you pay after, right, you have to pay 30. Something like that. Everywhere, see, everything came from human life only. The person who written the computer, is also human. What is happening in the human life? Same story happening inside computer also. Inside our brain also, hard disk is there, main memory is there, cache memory there. Inside computer also there. So in our brain also, in our human life also, running time memory will allocate. Before running, compile time also memory will allocate. If you do before, that is called compile. If you do at the time of running, whenever current things are going on, there itself if you create, that is a runtime. If you create little early, that is called compile time. Other than this, nothing. For static variable, memory will be allocated at compile time itself. Next one, second one. For static variable, memory will be allocated. Memory will be allocated in static area. Now one more thing. Static area more or stack area more? Static area more or stack area more? Static area more or stack area more? Which one more, yaar? Static area, stack area, which one more? One dog is written STK. STK means static or stack. Array dog, STK means static or stack. If you say STK, what is this? Yeah, stack area more. I think static area less. Because of static area less, can I clean it? Static area very less. Can I clean it? Small memory, I can clean. Your house you can clean. My house I can clean. I cannot clean total city. That is the reason. That is the reason. By default, by default, by default, static variable will be initialized to 0. By default, static variable will be initialized to 0. Some people are asking, sir, what is the meaning of this? Can you see this one? Some people are asking, what is the meaning of this? Some people are asking, what is the meaning? Nothing. Listen, nothing. If you don't write anything here, by default 0. If you don't write anything here, by default 0. If you don't write anything here, by default 0. Sir, can we say for static variable, memory will be allocated at compile time itself? Means, yeah, that is the meaning of this, right? Simple. Listen, simple. Last time I want to ask you, because of Atul is asking, again I am saying one more point. Because of Atul is asking, again I am saying one more point. Listen, again I am saying one more point. Can you help me now? Memory allocation means, let us assume that. Listen, this is the meaning. For a variable A, memory allocated. What is the meaning? For a variable A, memory allocated. What is the meaning? Which is also called binding. For a variable A, memory allocated. What the meaning is? Listen, for the variable A, memory allocated, the meaning is for the variable A, some memory is allocated like this. Allow A go to 1000. For a variable A, memory allocated means for the variable A, some memory location is given. This is called binding. Listen everyone now. For one variable, one address is given. This is called memory allocation or not? For one variable, one memory location is given. This is called memory allocation or not? Which is also called binding. This variable binding to this memory location. This variable binding to this memory location. This is called allocation. For one variable, I given one memory. See, it's a mapping. It's a mapping. One variable, one memory will be mapped. I'm repeating once again. For one variable, one memory location mapped. This mapping is called as binding, which is also called memory allocation. Listen everyone now. For one variable, I given one memory location, then it is called as to this variable memory allocated. This is also called binding. Remember, if this mapping is done, compile time. If this mapping done, compile time, that is called static binding, which is also called static memory allocation. If you do this binding, runtime if you do, that is called dynamic binding or dynamic memory allocation. Where this mapping done? Where you done this mapping? Compile time, that is called static memory allocation. Runtime, dynamic memory allocation. Fine? Is it okay? Where this mapping done? Where this mapping done? Compile time means little early. This mapping done little early. That is called static memory allocation. Otherwise, dynamic memory allocation. Now come here. By default, static variable will be initialized to 0. Right? By default, static variable will be initialized to 0. But in memory, the location will be provided by OS, right? That is called OS memory management. Right? So you will see anyhow, right? Ashwini, operating system, you will see that. See, in the operating system, there is one big chapter. What is the name? In the operating system, there is one big chapter. What is the name? Memory management. In the operating system, there is one big chapter that is called memory management. Right? There you will see all. How it is allocated and all, right? How many allocation techniques are there? What is the final keyword? We don't use final keyword, so why controller not initializing the static variable value at again. Now it's very simple, very simple. You only say, Johan, how many times memory allocated? For a static variable, memory allocated how many times? For static variable, memory will be allocated how many times? See, if memory creating again and again, then there is a meaning of initializing again and again. If one time create, one time allocation. If one time memory created, one time initialization. If you create many time, I may allocate many time. One time you created, one time initialization. One time you created, one time initialization. In the previous one, you allocated many time, then many time initialization. So by default, static variable will be initialized to 0. Let's go to fourth one. For static variable, write this also. For static variable, memory will be allocated only once. Memory will be allocated only once. Can anyone guess what is the reason? Yeah, somehow he came. Johan came somehow with C++. Johan Bhaiya dreaming. That is the reason I am crying. From where this final came? Right? From where this final came? Johan Bhaiya is dreaming. All languages, mix all. Johan, mix all languages. Do whatever you want, because it is the night 10 o'clock. If you talk anything also, people cannot catch you. Mix all. Java, C++, Python, everything mix, man. Because of 10 o'clock, no one bother. Just final keyboard. Mix every language. Just bring the web development also, app development also. Bring everything. Yeah, Atul Bhaiya write big paragraph. I think Atul, in my opinion, Atul will keep to his kids also this much big name. See, this much big name he will write. Atul daughter name is this much big name. Atul, keep this name. Every time Atul Bhaiya will write big story. Keep your daughter name this. Can we say for static variable, memory will be allocated at compile time itself? Means in HDD, those addresses will be fixed at compile time. In binary executable, keep this name, Bhaiya, keep this name. You like typing big paragraph, keep your daughter name this. She will just write one line, I hate my papa. Sir, but what did actual meant? Can you explain? Nothing. Atul knows, I knows. What exactly happened? Atul knows, I knows. Right? Atul and me knows. Nothing. He asked something, I said something. I want to satisfy him, I said something. You don't worry. See, it is not your Priyoshi, it is not your doubt how you get. It is others' doubt. Leave it. Fine. Now come here now. So can you see all these points? Listen, last time I want to ask you. For static variable, memory will be allocated only once. What is the reason? Can anyone say to me? For static variable, memory will be allocated only once. What is the reason? Say this. Static variable, memory allocated only once. What is the reason for this? When memory will be allocated? Static variable, memory will be allocated only once. I am very happy. Reason I am saying, when memory will be allocated? Memory allocated only once, I am very happy. But when the memory will be allocated, compile time, Anand. You will compile the program only one time. No one will compile the same program again and again. Am I right or not? Compilation one time, memory also one time. No idiot will compile the same program again and again. See, if you change the program, that is a different program. Sir, I modified the program, I compiled. Then it is a different program. No program will be compiled again and again. Compilation one time, automatically memory also one time. Static variable memory will be allocated only once, because memory allocated compile time, where compilation also done one time. Because of memory allocation one time, initialization also one time. For static variable, memory will be allocated in the static area. For static variable, memory allocated compile time itself. By default, static variable will be initialized to 0. For static variable, memory will be allocated only once. Next one. Memory will be allocated only once, and initialization also once. Just write that one. And initialization also once. You may get more clarity in the next problem. You may get more clarity in the next problem. 1 or 2 points are not clear, right? More clarity you will get in the next problem. Allocation one time. See, creation one time, allocation also one time. Creation one time, initialization also one time. By default 0. Static area, by compiler 1001. Bhaiya, one day, array Shakir, one day we will go to 1 o'clock also. One day we will go to 1 o'clock also. Very soon we will go. Whenever some dangerous topic will come, we will go at 12 o'clock also, 1 o'clock also, right? Very soon we will go, because we are starting at 9:30, right? We are starting at 9:30. Yes, sir, my friend said. Yeah, one day you will go to 10, right? Night 12 o'clock also, 1 o'clock also, because 9:30 started. Night, right? Evening, right? Night 9:30. One day 1:30 also pakka. Right? Fine. Chalo then. Is it fine? Yeah. Can we stop now? Sir, 8 o'clock started. No, Saturday, Sunday, 8 o'clock, because we have class, right? DMS is there. Discrete mathematics is there from, right, 6 to 8. Discrete mathematics 6 to 8. Right? C programming 9:30 to 10:30. That is the reason. Yeah, perfect then. Chalo. Can we move to next? Initialization also once, creation also once, because of compilation once. Priyosh is saying, Bhaiya, stop Bhaiya. Just shut up. Arey Shakir, just shut up. Chalo then.